Trying to get them a few minutes to log on in. Okay. Let me get this off. Hello, hello. Let me unmute. All right, what up, ladies? Thanks for joining. Oh, sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I had a crazy day today. So how has your day been today? All right, I'm gonna go on and get started and just first introduce myself to those of you who are new to my page, For the Lives of Prison Wives. I'm Danielle Steele Williams, founder of For the Lives of Prison Wives, author of Prayers of a Prison Wife. Thanks for joining, Rashante. And yeah, I'm very excited to be here today to talk to you about Prison Marriage Bootcamp. But before I get there, I just wanted to share with you how I even became a prison wife. So let me just give you a rundown briefly. So my husband was sentenced to 22 and a half years in prison. Before he was even sentenced, you know, we were in I don't know what you call it, part of our relationship. We know what we're doing, really. But I decided after praying about it, if I was going to stick with him or not, ride this thing out with him or not. And I did. So I decided to stay. We were together. He served 14 and a half years. If you're a prison wife or not a prison wife, but have someone that's incarcerated, then you know the struggle of having a loved one incarcerated. So, like I said, for 14 and a half years, I was there. And you know, a lot can take place and a lot did take place within 14 and a half years. You know, we've dealt with a lot, from the visits to the nastiness, you know, the way they get treated at visit, to just the phone calls, to the costly travel, everything. You know, he lost his father while incarcerated, not being able to be here with his kids. So all of that can take a toll on you. So I needed support. I had a very supportive family, so I was thankful for that. My family was right there with me the entire time. However, they were with me. They didn't know my feelings. You know, they couldn't experience the emotions that I was having. So I started looking for support. I went online, found a website, and this is when I'm like, okay, I don't really believe in coincidences. I just think that was God that placed that website in front of me. And this lady was like my internet twin. You know, her name was Danielle, my name was Danielle. And if you follow my YouTube, then I've told this, but I'm gonna tell it again. Her name was Danielle. She was a teacher like me. We both taught middle school, but nobody knew we were teaching. And then whenever it's time to go to visit, we would go to visit. Here I am in Alabama. She was in New York, but our stories were identical. So that showed me that I was not alone. And I came home from work one day, because I would just come home every day and go straight to that website and kind of just read what she was going through, and it would help me. And I came home one day and she was not there. So that messed with me. Like, what am I going to do now? You know, but I had been so far in the journey. So I was like, you know what? I think maybe I'll start my own. And I started my own blog and I told my own story. So that's basically how I got started, you know, supporting prison wives. And from there, let me jump to my husband was released early. Like I said, 14 and a half years. He was sentenced to 22 and a half. And I remember the last day of visit in February 2019. It was a moment I can't describe because I knew it was my last visit and I was so happy to leave. But a part of me still was with the families that were there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just ending, but they're still going through the same things. So I continue to support, and he's been here it'll be 3 years in February. So with that being said, while he was gone, I wrote for the Lives of Prison Wives, and I also wrote a curriculum to help relationships stay together while, throughout incarceration. Because we know here in the United States, the number for incarceration is continuously going up. And it's really not even just, it's almost becoming the norm, but people just don't know because so many people keep it to themselves, So your doctor, your lawyer, your teacher, your sales associate, you don't know. Some of them are going home by themselves, but they have a loved one in prison. You have parents that have, children in prison, but people just don't talk about it because of the shame that comes along with it. So, like I said, I started Prison Marriage Bootcamp for that reason, to keep those relationships or help keep the relationships together. Now, you can visit courses for the Lives of Prison Wives so that you can see the curriculum. I'm not going to name everything, it touches on communication, relationship with God, because one thing I did do, I prayed throughout this thing. I truly believe that's why my husband came home early. It's actually this 2-year anniversary. 2 years ago, we were in DC on the First Step Act thank you tour. So we've also become advocates for prison reform. But yes, like I was saying, I'm not going to go through the whole curriculum. You can see that it's in the descriptions, courses.forthelivesofprisonwives.com. And like I was saying, I truly believe God got us through this. So this is a biblically based curriculum. I promised him that if he kept us together, then everybody would know, and everybody, if anybody asks me how, that's what I say, because that's what I know. So anyway, that's what this curriculum is based on. It's 16 modules, plus we include bonus modules. Now, there are like 2 memberships. The first membership is $24.99. That's strictly Prison Marriage Bootcamp, and it is a subscription. So, and the thing is, like I said, it's 16, and this is for you and your loved one to take together. So in addition to that, workbooks for him and her are also, you don't necessarily have to have the workbooks, but if you do, you get those at a discounted price if you are in the membership. There's also a Loyal Ladies membership, because I have a Loyal Ladies group on Facebook. Some of those ladies have subscribed to our subscription box. So there's also a membership for those who want to do the course, plus receive a bi-monthly subscription box. And the box has 5 to 7 quality items with a customized t-shirt. So that's the 2 memberships. So again, there's Prison Marriage Bootcamp. We're kicking it off in January, so we can start the year off good. And the last day to sign up is tomorrow. I've been posting about it. If you are not receiving the emails, my email is also in the descriptions, info@forthelivesofprisonwives.com. So that's tomorrow, 11:59 p.m. is when we'll close, and no one will be able to join. So again, this is for you and your loved one. Now, you cannot force your loved one to do anything. I know it's set up because I understand the communication barriers. I understand that you can't just call and talk about what we talk about, the same day that we have these classes. These classes would be via Zoom. There'll be downloadable resources. And like I said, the his and her workbook, I understand that those workbooks have to be ordered in federal prison anyway. They had to be ordered directly from the publisher. So all of that I'm aware of. And we're having things in place so that we'll have time to come back and regroup and debrief after I've given you enough time to talk with your loved one. So it's for us to do together and to get, just familiar and get past this stuff. Because I remember in the beginning, it was very tough. And it's times, especially right now, it gets tough because it's the holidays, So I understand and I remember and I never forget. They get emotional and upset. You're emotional, upset, mad because they're not able to be with you, and sometimes you just don't know how to work through those feelings. So that's what this is here for, to help us sort through the barriers that are in place. So again, that's courses.for the lives of prison wives. Go check the curriculum out. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. And I will do what I can to answer those. Rashante actually already started it for those people I call my founding members with the subscription box. Check out their testimonials. This class has really been helpful to them. She said, oh, same date, February 2019. Wow. April said, this group is amazing. Thank you. So if you know of any other prison wives, share it. Share this video. And I will tell you, 1 out of 2 people are impacted by incarceration or have been, so you don't know who's on your timeline that's dealing with someone that's incarcerated. So I know sometimes you may be a little iffy about sharing something on your page about prison, but this is something positive and you never know who needs it. So feel free to share. You have any questions, I'm here. Thank y'all again for joining. Please sign up, ladies. It's so worth it. Thank you, Rashante. All right, and have y'all a great Friday night. Are there any more questions? All right, and I think I checked all my inboxes and everything. Let me look at my list to make sure I didn't miss anything. So again, y'all, tomorrow night, sign up by tomorrow night, and we kick Prison Marriage Bootcamp off, our first Prison Marriage Bootcamp off in January. All right, see y'all.